Welcome ladies and gentlemen, Furo here, back with another Hearthstone deck video for you. So Angora is unfortunately still 2 weeks away, but I'm super excited for the expansion. So far the cards that were announced looked all pretty interesting, but that's a bit off, so we will try out something different today, and that is a Water Rogue, a decklist that popped out over the last 2-3 weeks quite a lot. It is super strong at the moment, and we will play that here. Going second against the Shaman. And I don't like to keep the card sealed, so the Silent Knight into the Shadow Sensei would be a nice combination, but that's a bit too slow. Really like to get some 1-drops here, so let's just replace everything. As you can see in the deck list, we are running, of course, a lot of Murlocs, like the Warrior here, Finja the Flying Star, which is an excellent card, or the Murloc Warleader. Plus you're running stuff like the Shadow Sensei, which is buffing your stealth units. And you are running Shaku the Collector as a stealth unit, and you're running the Silent Knight as a stealth unit, so both can be buffed. So there is a Tunnel Rock, good start for our opponent. And we will just play the Swashburglar, getting a Lotus Agent, and we are getting also the patches hitting the face. Lotus Agent is an interesting card. We can discover Druid, Rogue or Shaman card. There might be some face damage in there. Shaman is good for face, Rogue is good for face, and Druid also has some damage dealing spells. So if we're just going face, the Lotus Agents might help us here. Anyway, Tunnel Rock is down to 2 life. He killed the patch as a pirate, which means we could, for example, play the Warrior and kill the Tunnel Rock. Just to make sure, otherwise we have the Eviscerate here, so we could also just go Swashburglar, coin Eviscerate, kill the big Totem Golem, would be another option. But I would say for now we are just dropping the Warrior, kill the Tunnel Rock, and the other one is going for the face. He will then use the Totem Golem next turn to take out the Swashburglar. And we might just play Swashburglar into Eviscerate, take out the Totem Golem. Demi Call, he's getting a Healing Totem, and that was a mistake. With the Healing Totem he definitely should have killed the Swashburglar. And even without the Healing Totem it was good to kill this one. But anyway, we don't care for that, we will just drop another Swashburglar here. And we are getting a Chieftain, a card that is definitely not helping us. Way too overcostly here for 7, a 5/5 and a 1/1 with Town. That's not too great. We're using the Eviscerate on the unit. Can't hit the Healing Totem, he's just healing back, so definitely draw for the face. If he has a Maelstrom Portal, that would be pretty good for him. He can kill both units, get another unit on board, and we are not able to take down the Healing Totem. He is going for the Flame Tongue. It's also a decent card that he is able to use the Healing Totem. And by the way, this was also a misplay. Flame Tongue should have been placed here on the right side because there was another totem coming. So then this one would also be buffed. Interesting place here by our opponent. So the Healing Totem is killing the Swashburglar, that's for sure. We could take out the Stoneclaw Totem. That would be it. Otherwise we could use the coin here, for example, for the Lotus Agents and see what we are getting there. Might not be too helpful to kill the Stoneclaw. I mean, that's decreasing the chance for him that he is getting the spell damage totem. But I would say we're going for the Lotus Agents. Maybe we can find stuff like a, say, Lightning Storm would be really interesting. Stormforge 8, Hit Snake, Mounted Raptor. That's not too great. Not like the Axe here. Probably we're just dropping the Mounted Raptor. Not too great. For the attack here, doesn't matter. The Stoneclaw is still healing back with Healing Totem if he is not going to take out the Lotus Agent, which could be a possibility. Mana Tide Totem, so that's more cards to draw for him. And with 2 left, he could drop some crazy shit. There's a thing from below, Lightning Bolt. Yeah, good for him. And with that board, and with a 1-cost 5/5 thing from below, which is pretty balanced. The Shaman is now so far ahead, he's just getting more and more cards every turn. And that normally means that the game is at this point already over and decided. And that's I really like at Hearthstone right now. So we can play the Drake, we can find a Finja the Flying Star, but that is not helping us. He will just kill the Drake, he's healing back, he's drawing more cards, and he can hit us in the face as well. And because the Rogue is not able to have any decent AoE besides Fan of Knives, which is only dealing 1 damage to each unit, Rogue has no real combat mechanic. Jade Claws, he's getting a 1-1 Jade Golem. 7 in the face. Interesting, by the way, that he was using the smaller units here instead of using the big gun, because he was healing back the big gun to 2 life, and without a Fan of Knives we would need double Fan of Knives, then we would be able to clear everything. But even then the Flame Tongue and the Mana Tide Totem would have been surviving. Yeah, not much to do here. We are going for Finja, and then we have to wait and see what we are doing. We can buff the Finja here with a Shadow Sensei, which would be an option next turn, but we might just kill the Stone Cloud Totem. Get the Murloc Warleader out of the deck, the Warrior hopefully, and then clear the thing from below as well. We will have to wait and see. Still have the Leeroy Jenkins, we still have the Southsea Deckhand, which has charged. We're getting a weapon. Oh, killing the Finja, and with that the last hope is gone. Now, there is no point that we can come back here, pushing us down to 6. So how? He's not going for the weapon, okay, could have pushed us down to 6, so we're still at 8. But there's no chance that we can do anything here. We can now play the Curator, which is a decent taunt. We are drawing another 1 card, we have 2 Drakes already, so only a Warleader is coming. The thing from below can easily kill the Curator. And the Mana Tide Totem is getting to 2 life, to 2 attack, sorry. And they have the Jade Golem for 3, he has the Alley Cat for 1 and the weapon for 2, so that's 8 in total, and we are dying here. Not a chance for us, but it looks like he's still figuring out how to kill us. Okay, the Drake is really helping you, man. Okay, he's going for the right side and then just using the small units. Why is he taking so long? So we are dying here, that's for sure. Makes it 0-1 with the aggressive Murloc Rogue Deck. So we are definitely not giving up after 1 game, and that's why we are playing another one. Finding a Druid now, so that's normally slower deck. We could keep the Shaku the Collector, and then we are playing Southsea Deckhand on 1, Weapon on 2 and Shaku on 3. Wouldn't be super aggressive. But Shaku can give us some decent cards. Leeroy is definitely dropping. I would say we are keeping those 2. Let's try. Southsea Deckhand is normally not the best play on the first turn. Swashburglar is way better, giving you another card. Silent Knight. Giving you another card and also is able to spawn the patches. Southsea Deckhand here on turn 1 is not able to hit the face directly. And you want to have that later. Then, for example, use some Cold Blood on it. And hit him for 6 in the face. Opponent might just use the coin here and the hero power and kill the Southsea Deckhand. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So this one is dying, taking 2 points of damage, down to 28. We're getting Finja the Flying Star, so that's decent. So let's just go for another 2 in the face. We'll then most likely use the Shapeshift again to kill the patches. We might then just drop Shaku the Collector, which should be decent enough here, in most cases. Living Roots. Wow, interesting. And a Raven Idol. There's also Southsea Deckhand. We will go for Shaku the Collector. And I guess we will take out one of the units here. And the patches, if he's hitting the face, he might just use a Shapeshift. Should be alright. Let's go for the face. We can then take another weapon next turn, and if we like, we can take out one of the smaller Zaplings. Depends a bit on what else he's dropping here. There's another Jade Idol, which is going into the deck, so he's using the Shapeshift now. Killing the patches. Which means that we might just go for another dagger. Clearing both Zaplings and Southsea Deckhand going for the face. Yeah, that looks nice. Could also now use the Warrior, but with the Finja the Flying Star we're getting more Murlocs out of the deck. And then the Bluegill Warrior is getting buffed, so that's why we're not playing that right now. Let's see what we can find from the Shaku the Collector. Fight. Fight is decent. Another 2 in the face. Down to 23. We will drop Finja the Flying Star next turn. There's a swipe, so he's clearing both units. Finja is still coming. And another Silent Knight. We're keeping the weapon here. We might need that next turn, especially with the backstab still in hand. Then we can dealing quite a lot of damage with backstab weapon.
Where shall I strike?
Root of the Claw. That's ugly. Definitely ugly. So we could just kill this and keep the Finja in stealth mode. What else we could do is we are taking a bit of damage and just dropping the double Silent Knights here. They have Divine Shield, so they can just hit the Root of the Claw as well. And then backstab, double Silent Knight, and Finja is still available. I like that, in fact. So we're taking the 4 points of damage here and waiting a bit longer. Opponent is now at 6 mana, so a Jade Behemoth can be played. This Fandle Stack Helm, which is already the second Jade Idol out of the deck, the third one. He was dropping the first Jade Idol on the board and the second one was going into his deck. Cold Blood. So we definitely need to kill some stuff here. We can do that with a bite. We can take out the Fandle, we can take out the 2/2, we can easily take out this one. So I like that a lot. Let's use the backstab here.
Silence.
Take out this unit. We will kill the 2/2. Finja is giving us probably a Murloc Warleader and double Murloc Warleader. That is decent. So the Warrior would be pretty big, but I like to go for Bite and Edwin. Then the Edwin is getting buffed by 2 cards. Fandle is going down. Edwin is coming as a big unit. We have quite a decent board here. Then Warrior into Cold Blood next turn is a lot of damage. Let's see if the Druid can survive here. He already played 1 swipe. So there's only 1 left in his deck. And with such an overwhelming force here on board, plus the Warrior and Cold Blood still coming, that might be too much. Even an Ancient of War is not good enough for him. Oh, that is 6. Let's see. The Cold Blood. We can buff the Edwin. And then we have... That's enough, right? Yeah, that's enough. So, overwhelming forces on the board. Murlocs are spawning everywhere. And that's a victory. The last game was definitely a showcase what is happening when the combination with Finja and Murlocs is working decently. And interesting enough, this one is... I guess the same guy as the last one. He's now switching to Warrior. Just go face here, right? So backstab. Backstab. Can we keep the Finja against a super aggressive deck? I mean, that is giving us a lot of units out of the deck. But might be too slow. I guess we're keeping the Agent. Alongside the coin, that's good. Backstab should be good. So let's keep those 2 and then we can coin it to the Agent. If we keep the Finja, we want to keep the coin for the Finja, but then we are only able to drop the Agent on turn 3, which might be a bit too slow here against the possible aggressive Warrior. He hasn't played anything on 1, so we can just chill here, pass, and play the Agent next turn. Southsea Deckhand, patches, and that's it. Okay, that's it. Interesting, so we will just drop the coin into the Agent, killing the Southsea Deckhand. We could kill the patches here, but I would assume that something bigger is coming next turn, and then backstab into Agent might be better than just using the backstab on the small patches. That's only 1 point of damage right now. He has no weapons, so dropping a Bloodsuck Cult is not giving him any buff on the weapon. Heroic Strike. Ooh. And are you trading? Is that a trade? Oh, he's taking the trade. With the Heroic Strike not going for the face. Eviscerate. So we are just dropping Silent Knight. We are eating another 1 point of damage here from the patches. Will be alright. On turn 4 he might drop the Elite or the Frothing Berserker. There is a Frothing Berserker. And this one is excellent to kill. Oh, this one is not excellent. Don't like the patches right now. I mean, we can play that here for 1 damage in the face. But I wanted to get that from a Swashburglar for sure. Let's kill the Frothing Berserker. We will take out the patches now. And the other patches is also spawning here for 1 in the face. which is not too dangerous, but well, better than nothing. We have a nice little board. We are 1 life ahead, which is decent on turn 4. So looking good. Bloodcell Rider only has a 2-3. And the Bloodcell Cultist. That's not working for you. That is definitely not working. Yeah, really astonishing. So we are just going now face. We are killing his units. Of the barrier here, we're using the Eviscerate. And let's hit for a lot of damage in the face. Clearing everything on board. And he's going down to 17. And there's a concede. Just like that. Easy peasy victory in 3 minutes. Because the third game was super fast, we will play a 4th one. And against another warrior. So we are just replacing everything. Going for the early cards again. We are going second, so if we're getting an agent, that would be great again on turn 2. Not happening. Oh man, nothing to play early on. So our best play might be going coin Edwin on turn 2. Yeah, with the backstab. Okay, I like that. So backstab, coin Edwin, that will be a 6-6. Decent card. Plus we can kill something that our opponent is dropping here. Or we can't. Just the War Axe. Force going for the face. Silent Knight. Silent Knight, interesting. Yes, we are still dropping the Edwin here. It's only a 4-4 then. But it's good enough to take down the weapon. Right now that's only a 3 attack weapon. So 4 damage in the face is good. We will push 3. We can trade into a minion if we need to. There's an upgrade, so you will take out the Edwin. Taking 4 points of damage. You will then play the Silent Knight. Really patches from the hand. 1 in the face. So anyway, we will play the Silent Knight here, because we can buff that, the Shadow Sensei. The question is, if we also want to play the backstab right now on the patches, it's not like the similar situation like in the last game, because in the last game he wasn't able to have a weapon on the board, so then the patches wasn't dangerous. Right now the pirate could be dangerous, because he could play a Bloodcell Cultist, and then the weapon is getting buffed. That would be dangerous. If he's dropping another big creature next turn, we can still kill that, because the Shadow Sensei will buff the Silent Knight, and every creature that he is playing only has a maximum of 4 lives. So the Silent Knight can kill Frozen Berserker, he can kill the Elite, he can kill the Bloodcell Cultist, so that's why we are now playing the backstab on the patches. Otherwise, if you would now drop a Bloodcell Cultist, the weapon would be a 5-2, that would be another 10 damage in the face. Right now he's only pushing 4, there you go. But he has another War Axe. Okay, good for you, man. Good for you. We are still dropping the Shadow Sensei here, by the way. Eviscerate. Alright, that's decent. Gives us the opportunity to play, for example, Warleader into Eviscerate, or Eviscerate into Agent. One of those. Probably Warleader into Eviscerate. On the face with the Silent Knight. We have double force on the board. We still have 1 Divine Shield here, so we are good for a trade. If we have to. Otherwise, just face. Down to 19. Bash. Another 3, down to 16. And, ooh, he's not playing anything else. That's interesting. I mean, he's helping him getting a bit of life back. But otherwise, not too great. We will now drop the Warleader here. Definitely going for 8 in the face. The question remains. Currently at 21. Could go Eviscerate in the face. For 4 would be 17. We have currently 11 on board. We can play the Warleader. That would be 13. We could push 15 damage next turn, which is a lot. We're not playing the Eviscerate. That would be less. But then... no, we're using the Eviscerate for the face. And we will kill him in 2 turns. And we have currently 16 alive. That should be doable. He has 0 cards on the board, so his damage output is not that high. Should be able to do that in 2 turns before he's killing us. So Finlay. Getting the Hunter hero power. Okay, that is dangerous. Another 2 in the face. What else do you have? So it will be 3. If he's using the Hunter hero power, he only has 3 mana left. But he can push 5. We are then down to 11. Then we only need to check out... Oh, he's trading. So he's down to 14. Then we only need to be careful about the Mortal Strike. Oh, the Fan of Argus. Yeah, that is helpful. Then we don't care. We don't care for that, then let's just go for the Fates here. With double towns on board, he's not able to use a weapon and Mortal Strike to kill us. And there's a concede. Another victory against the Pirate Warrior. Great success. So that makes it a little win streak here, going back to rank 7. And what did we learn today? So Shaman is still OP as fuck. If the Shaman is dropping stuff like the thing from below, you can't compete with that with our deck because we don't have that many combat mechanics in the deck beside the Finja the Flying Star. But if the Finja the Flying Star is dying, then of course the combat is not happening anymore. So you are definitely not in favor on that matchup. Pirate Warriors are super good apparently. So far I've played 3, won all 3 games, so that is working. Lower decks like the Druid are also working, and control decks in general are also a good matchup for you. So just the Shaman can be problematic, and from time to time Priest is also dangerous with all the little small towns that are very annoying for you. Otherwise the deck is working pretty good. Try it out guys, Water Rogue, good deck to play at the moment, and only 2 more weeks until Angora is released. So I'm pretty excited for that. Looking forward for the new cards, to test out some new decks. And more Hearthstone stuff is then definitely coming when Angora is released. So thank you for watching for today, and I will hope to see you then in the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. See you then, have a good night, and bye bye.